Hi, welcome to another video. Before I get started with anything, I need to start unpacking this new order of prints. It's a reorder of some old prints. They're not prints, they're cards. So it's a reorder of some old cards. For example, Do the Best Cat Dad. It's just one that keeps selling at Embers and Ink, so I just need to restock that. Restocking is what I'm doing this year. So some of you may know that I've taken a step back from kind of designing new products in Embers and Ink because I'm trying to develop my visual language. So I'm trying to find my style basically. So I'm taking a year off kind of designing to make money, and I am just drawing to draw and find my voice. So these are restocks just to keep the shop ticking along in the background because obviously I need to pay my bills. So restocks of some old cards. I did actually have an idea for a new card. It's not really a new design because it's taking this baby off one of my other cards and just doing a made in Sheffield. I came on the idea when a customer in the Sheffield maker shop where I staff and stock my stuff, they were looking for a made in Sheffield card. I'm like, I could do that easy without a lot of mental stress. So I did make a new card for that. And also, very excitingly, these things have came into being. Now these are illustrations that I've done since the beginning of the year, so since taking a step back from designing products specifically to sell. These were just in my sketchbook. I decided to digitize them just to see what that process would be like, and then I thought, I mean, they're really lovely. A few people on my Instagram were like, if they get made into stuff, let me know and I'll buy them. I'm thinking about maybe getting this into a pin badge, but also I think this dude would be great as a pin badge as well. So these are now available currently in the Sheffield Maker Shop only, but they will be going on my website. I know I said I wasn't going to design new products, but I didn't pick up my pen with the intention of making these into products to sell. So I think they've got a different feel to them. They're like things in their own right, not like I am a card, I am a birthday card. Do you know what I mean? So they're postcards, but they're easily usable just as a print. So very soon they'll be on Embers and Ink. I might put those on today actually. Let's put those on today, so when you're watching this, you're totally going to be able to get those if you want, but only if you're posting out to the UK, because at the moment my shop only posts out to the UK because I can't get my head around all of the new customs things and requirements and all of the stuff, the extra admin that I need to do since the whole dreaded Brexit thing. So I know it's been a long time, but my brain's not been in the place to engage in that. So I'm really sorry. Hopefully that will change in the future. Yeah, so embersandink.co.uk for those ones. Let's unpack these, get some envelopes in them. I'm going to need to put some in my market boxes so they're ready for the markets, otherwise I'll forget. And they're already in the Sheffield Maker Shop, so then they can go just back in the cupboard. Okay, so the cards are all away. I've got the new cards on the website, so they're available. You can go and check those out now at embersandink.co.uk. It's all taken longer than I thought it would, but you know, some days are admin days and some days are drawing days. Hopefully I can get back to my drawing now. But this is something I want to talk to you about. I've got a new thing that's happening at the moment. This is why you're getting this video a little bit earlier if you're watching it when it comes out. I don't normally talk about my Patreon, but I'm starting a drawing club, and if you would like to set aside about 40 minutes a month, that's all, to drawing together, I'm setting up kind of a budget drawing club that's attached to my £1 tier, so my basic tier of my Patreon. All Patreon tiers will have access to it. So it's kind of like a budget drawing club, if that makes sense. The fee is like a low fee just to cover my time, because I will be creating a slideshow of images. So I'll be collating images for us to draw, and I'll be putting them in a slideshow, and I'll be setting up a Zoom. And you know, that does take time and energy, but I didn't want this to be something that cost people a lot, because I know times are tricky at the moment and money is short. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have drawing pals, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't set aside some time to draw. I'm going to be drawing at this time anyway, so why not join me? If this sounds like your kind of thing, I've written a post all about it, outlining everything that you need to know, but let me just tell you all about it now. So in that drawing meeting, this is what to expect. You don't have to have your camera on, and you don't have to have your mic on. You can be anonymous, you can have your greasy hair and all sorts. You don't need to, no one else is going to see you if you don't want to. Okay, so that's the first thing. Don't worry. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. In fact, things will get along quicker if you don't. So just come along. The mics will be off when you join. So yeah, no worry about having to say hello and introduce yourself, none of that. I will be providing a slideshow of images to draw, and the first drawing session is going to be on Saturday the 8th of July 2023 at 6 p.m. UK time. And I'm going to be providing images that have been given to me by the lovely Sheffield Cat Shelter this month. So we'll be drawing cats this month. So no camera. I'll be providing the images. All you need to do is bring something to draw with and something to draw on. So the drawings themselves, these are going to be timed sketches. So don't be put under pressure to draw something amazing and beautiful, or a finished illustration or a finished drawing. This is going to be a place where you can embrace the mess. It's going to be a safe space, all right? So it's going to be full of timed sketches, probably 5 minutes, because I've got a 40-minute time limit for the Zoom meeting. It's going to be 5-minute drawings. So don't panic, pick just one material to draw with. That'll make it a lot easier. It's going to be full of scribbles, full of mess, but timed sketches have really helped me to develop my visual language, my style, my voice. So I think that's a real good way to go, despite the fact that we do have a time limit and I want to get through a few images. So it's real, like, when I first started doing these Zoom drawings from other people, I was really worried it'd be like a little bit cringe, a bit like, oh, do you want to put your camera on and say hello to the group? None of that. Keep your camera off, keep your mic off. I mean, if you want to talk to me, feel free to put your mic on and we can have a little chat. But as soon as you're not talking, you'll be asked to turn your mic off. Your mic will be off. If no one wants to speak, that's completely fine. You know, you can put your own music on in the background and just draw along with me. It's basically all about putting aside some time to draw, some time for you to draw. I've already got a bunch of people who've already signed up, so you're not going to be on your own. Don't worry. That's another thing that I sometimes worry about when I'm joining other people's drawing sessions. It's like, is it just going to be me and them? Because that'd be dead embarrassing. Like, what if they do ask me a question? It's not just going to be you. There are other people who are already signed up to this, so you're not going to be on your own. You're not going to be asked to speak. You're not going to be asked to show your face. All you'll be doing is joining in kind of like a live stream where I'll show you photos, and you can draw them how you want and I'll draw them how I want. The videos, the sessions will be recorded, so bear that in mind. If you decide you do want to show your face, they will be available on my Patreon timeline for people to see. So if you definitely in the future don't want anyone to see your face, don't turn your camera on. But the good thing about them being recorded is that if 5 minutes is just not enough time, then you can always go back into the recording once it's posted up and view the images all over again and spend as long as you like on them. So that's another thing. So if you're interested, come and join my Patreon, my growing Patreon family. It's over at patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe. That's me. And the link is in the video description. This month's drawing session will be on Saturday the 8th of July 2023, depending on when you're watching this. So if you want to get your invitation to that drawing session, make sure that you sign up to my Patreon on any tier, and they start at £1. So sign up, before the session, and then you'll get access, because as soon as you sign up, you get instant access to all of my feed. If you are watching this and you want to join the next one and you've missed that session, if you sign up now, you should be able to, as long as everything's gone correctly, you should be able to view the recorded drawing session from the Saturday the 8th of July, and then you'll be getting your invite for the live session that in the month that you signed up to. Another thing about signing up, guys, is it's dead flexible. If you just want to dip your toe in and see what this session's about, you can join up for this month, get your invite, and then cancel your membership. No, it's dead easy. You're not like tied into a year-long subscription or anything. It's like you can dip in and out. But if you do want to stay part of it and join for future months, then you can just keep your membership going for as long as you want. It's up to you. And you can change tiers as well whenever you like. So I've got a few different tiers on there, so you can change up and down. Dead flexible. You do you, boo. All right, you do you. I'm just thinking other things people might ask. So no cameras, no mics. You can cancel your membership at any time, dead flexible. You've got access to the recordings. You'll only have access to the recordings for as long as you are a patron, because all the recordings will be in my patron only feed. But that's fine, you'll have access to my patron feed until you cancel. So the way that membership works is you'll get charged your membership fee on the day that you join, and then after that it'll be on the start of every month. So that's another thing you might want to know. Oh, also, it's not just the drawing sessions that you'll have access to. So on my Patreon only feed, I've got other things on there which you will have access to when you sign up to the tier. So all patrons, regardless of their tier, will get the drawing session. You'll get a monthly look through, like a flick through of all of my sketchbooks, and they go back to the beginning of the year, so they're backdated. You'll be able to look through all of those. So a sneaky peek in my sketchbooks. You get a monthly downloadable desktop calendar for your computer and a monthly printable calendar for your wall every month. You get access to my Patreon only feed, so I'll post up updates and information every now and then about things that are coming on, like new books and stuff like that I'm working on. You'll get access to my lens feature, which is kind of like Instagram stories. So every now and then I might pop up some behind the scenes pictures of things I'm working on, and those will last for only 24 hours, so you'll have access for those, things that other people won't see. So yeah, it's not just the drawing club that you'll be signing up to. You'll be signing up to receive a load of content which is backdated to the beginning of the year as well. So that's another thing to bear in mind. If you've got any questions about it, pop it in the comments. I've tried to think about all the things that I would be asking if someone was asking me to join something. If I've missed anything, just pop it in the questions below and I will do my best to answer. When you're down in the video description, there is a link to a post that I've made. So before you ask your question, go and read this post over on my Patreon page. It's a free post, you can all see it. It outlines it more kind of concisely what the whole thing's about. But if you still have questions, do ask me in the comments, because I'm always up for a chat. Obviously no obligation. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I'm not judging you, whatever. It's just I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I didn't want it to be something that would break the bank, but I do understand that different people have different ideas of what, they've got different commitments, and some people can't spare a pound, and that's fine. Don't. If you can't spare the money, don't do it. I just want you to make it as affordable as possible while I was getting something as well. Okay, right. I think that covers everything. I am going to go and get my sketchbook now and sit on the sofa with a cuppa, and I might watch the new season of Witcher on Netflix. Yes, I love junk. I love junk on Netflix. So I'm gonna go and do that. And if you're interested in anything that I've been talking about, click into the video description and all the information will be there. But as always, thank you very much for joining me this week, and until next week, bye!